MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball is next. Mike Foltynewicz is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Ronald Acuna, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way.
First pitch, 136.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hard ground ball to third, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting second.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
Hard hit ball to second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Striding in, Chris Bryant. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, they continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games. The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, this guy's had a terrific season right now. 3rd in average as we're winding down the stretch. This guy's had a solid year.
He really has, and he'd have to get smoking hot to chase down the batting title leader right now. But if you would have told him coming out of spring training, if he could finish in the top 5 in batting average, everyone would have signed that in blood.
So here's Trey Mancini, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Mancini hits a little over the 270 mark. Narvaez over at second. Bryant at first, 2 out in the inning. Bullet back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Narvaez rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Braves will settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Braves lead this one 1-0. German Márquez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age in the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Cedric Mullins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Mullins is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shoots this one over to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner's at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Tough to lay off a breaking ball that good, but he saw it all the way.
All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in, Shea Langoliers. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Langoliers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Mullins has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Batting it. the shortstop.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-the-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Franco rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
In now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen it.
Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher. Two-0 count, the pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He'll check in here with an average of .325. 25 homers and 87 runs batted in. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 26 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Dean Kremer enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. A bouncer to the left side. And there's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power hitting outfielder Trey Mancini. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. 24 home runs for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
To the plate now, Raimel Tapia. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it on to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. On now to the bottom of the second. The Braves lead it 7-0. Now batting, Renato Nunez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Márquez, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
A ball and no strikes.
0-1, no strikes. Nope.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Shea Langoliers, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Wander Franco. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Into the flag court and gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Urias stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So with one away, it's time to check out the current standings in the American League East as you get a peek at where the Orioles find themselves entering play here today. Digging in and looking for more, Ronald Acuna. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Still only one out in the inning. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Mullins is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Omar Narvaez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Braves 9 and the Orioles nothing. Standing in, Sheldon Noisy, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Stepping into the box, Ferrar Encarnacion. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle, and the Orioles have their first hit of the game. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One out and a runner on second base. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Langoliers, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. At the plate, Richie Martin looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 9-1 contest.
Number 31.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. In there, and it's 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Cedric Mullins becomes the second out in the bottom of the third. Anthony Santander the next to bat. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that 2-seamer has a mind of its own.
A 2-1 count to Nunez.
2-1.
This is foul right side. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's the Braves 9 and the O's 4. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball one. That evens it up 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So the leadoff man's gone, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he popped him up. Charging in is Santander. He can't get to it. This one's down.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Yanked on the ground down the line. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
Now back.
Digging in, Shea Langoliers. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. For the current campaign, Langoliers carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Has a look, now the pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Going back is the right fielder, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Peter Solomon gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Wander Franco. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty B, how about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Rutschman is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Atlanta leads it 13-4. Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Reed. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Albies picks it up, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Settling in now, Adley Rutschman, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Now the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Orioles.
Stepping in, Sheldon Noisy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air out to left. Tapia's in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail by a bunch. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is camped under this one, and very quickly 1 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Omar Narvaez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chris Bryant is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 1-0. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. They still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Ferrar Encarnacion. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Urias, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. One and one. The pitch. Hit out towards second.
Albies brings it in.
And there are 2 away now. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Richie Martin. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope. Count 1-0.
4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Tapia, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail in this wild affair. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Striding in once again, Freddie Freeman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Trey.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Runner at first here, 1 man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
Now batting, Langoliers.
Into the box, Shea Langoliers. Reined in, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Braves strand 1.
Leading up, the center fielder, number 31.
Franmil Reyes is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Francesco Valencia will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Number 8, Francesco Valencia.
And he falls behind 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
1-1.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail by a bunch. Wander Franco will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch on its way. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter number 1, second base.
Now in the box, Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Albies with a 1-1 count now. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 now. And the pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Drew Waters will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fastball well outside. Batting average down in the low 210s. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Lifted in the air to center field. Mullins will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. Drew Waters stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Last half of the 7th here, ready for another shot now. A.J. Reed. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Reyes is there, 1 away. So striding forward now, Adley Rutschman hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pot committed and grinded out a nice knock.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with one down. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with two away. And this will be fouled away. The 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. They trail in this wild affair. In now, Omar Narvaez. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. Alex Kirilloff is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
76. Alex Kirilloff.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Paul Fry comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Francesco Valencia. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. One away for the Andres Jimenez will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Santander waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And even with two away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is Andres Jimenez remains. In the game, batting 8th and manning first base.
Now playing first base. Number 60, Andres Jimenez.
Zach Solari will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Solari.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
The batter, the shortstop, Ricky.
Stepping in now, Richie Martin, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball one. On the ground to third. And that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Cedric Mullins, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Santander. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Fastball in there for a called strike. And it's quickly 0-2. From the stretch. Fouled off. Runners are at second and third with one down. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Renato Nunez, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They trail by a bunch. New inning set to get under. Corbin Carroll will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Now a swing, and of course this fly ball will immediately test the new guy as this is in the air to left, but this will land untouched. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Count is 1-2 now. Popped up. Noisy calls for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Encarnacion is there. 2 down.
The batter.
Into the box now, Wander Franco. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And he fouls this one off. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. As down in order go the Braves. But they still hold a relatively sizable lead. At the plate, A.J. Reed. Alexi Santana is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Alexi Santana.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Santana A 22-year-old. He was a fourth-round selection back in the 2022 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And, strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Into the box now, Adley Rutschman. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Swing and a liner. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
At the plate, Sheldon Noisy, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Ferrar Encarnacion. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He's set and the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1. 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Splitter taken here, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And with that win, they've joined some elite company. How about 110 wins? Tying them in the record books with the 27 Yankees and the 1909 Pirates. Not bad, huh?
13-4 the way this one ends. The Braves win for a division-leading 110th time. Germán Márquez wins for a league-high 19th time this year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Mike Foltynewicz struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.